What is up? It's your boy Young Fizz, aka Mr. Dope Status on Instagram, and welcome back to another video. So today we are back inside the machine, and this is a very special video because I'm gonna be showing you my all clips workflow, as well as breaking down the beat and giving you some gems that you can use with the machine. So if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the bell notifications so whenever I drop a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. So without further ado, let me show you how I made this beat using the machine. All right, so the first thing that I want to start with is going to be the drum programming. So right here, you're going to see it says clip 3. And I'm just going to go ahead and start off by showing you what I kind of started with the drums, which was this hi-hat pattern here. So I have my tempo set to 98, and it's just a straight hi-hat. Nothing special, just a tick, 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 tick. All right, so now I added a clap here. And the takeaway from this clap, what I want you to understand is how I'm using the velocity down here. So it's almost adding like a ghost clap. And then the next thing I did is add a light clap. And I'm gonna play this by itself so you understand what is going on with the light clap. And if you watch my other tutorials, you may have seen a video called the auto pan, and I show you how to use that using the LFO, but just in case you haven't seen it, let me go ahead and show you how I use it right here in this session. So right here under LFO, I'm using the sampler. You go to LFO, and then you can see how it says pan is 100%. If I put this back to the middle, you just have straight claps. Turn it back to 100% all the way to the right, then you're gonna have the auto pan feature. Now, if you blend that in with the regular claps here, listen to what it's doing now. Add that back in with the hi-hat. So I'm quickly building a rhythm using the machine. So let me go ahead and keep building that rhythm using the open hat. And I'm also gonna add in this Zay chant here. And see, the drums come in on this other clip right here on measure 9, and it goes something like this here. So that's the busy drum work that I'm doing. So now with the drums on 1 through whatever it is, maybe like 9, 1 through I believe 9 here. I didn't play the cymbal, but it's just a simple crash.
Shake, shake, come on, drop.
So now I have some ear candy below. So you'll hear things like the scratch, the shake vox, the oh yes, the bop. So let me go ahead and solo number 10 here. And you notice how I'm using the audio feature and I have it set to gate mode. And what gate mode allows me to do is able to hear only what needs to be heard. So whatever I select, that's gonna become that note or the event, and that's what I can hear only if it's only selected. So check this out. Same thing with the shake vox.
Shake, shake, come on, drop.
Same thing with oh yes.
Shake, shake, come on, drop.
Oh yes, bitch.
Then I have the Noya.
Shake, shake, come on, drop.
Oh yes, bitch. Oh yes, bitch.
So everything is kind of coming together just like that. So let me go ahead and play everything together here.
Shake, shake, come on, drop.
Oh yes, bitch. Oh yes, bitch.
And then on measure 65 over here, I'm gonna move this over to the start point. It's the break, and that's where I have these vocals called the bop. And I'll just go ahead and solo that up here so you can listen to what's going on there. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. So some of the effects that I'm using here is gonna be the FM, which is the frequency modulator, and then I'm using a beat delay. So let me go ahead and take that off there. So I'm using this almost like a bit crusher. And then just the beat delay that I'm using here. And then on the other vocals, I'm just using a little bit of saturation and then just a little bit of EQ. And I'll pull it on the screen so you can see some of the settings here. So for example, with these vocals here, I'm using the saturator, got a little bit of drive, and that's about it. Just kind of adding that just a little bit. And then I have the EQ. So with the EQ, I'm just pretty much removing some of that very high end here. And then with the high mids, I'm just pretty much boosting just a little bit here. You can see the frequency range there. And then that's pretty much that there. So the magic really happens when I bring in the sample. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm doing with the sample. So here is the melody. And let me just go ahead and play it with everything already instantiated here as far as just the melody. So how did I start? Without the effects, of course. And then let me go ahead and change the tune because it was just like this when I first got the sample. So let me go ahead and undo that, speed that back up, bam, bam. All right, so check this out. I added an EQ. And I'm just removing some of that low mid out of there. Adding some reverb for space, which is I'm using metaverb here. And then finally replica. And instead of using it as like a delay, I'm kind of using it as like a slapback, but it's more of a wide, just a widener. So when you put everything back together here, the drums and then the melody, you have something like this here.
Shake, shake, come on, drop, drop.
Oh yes, bitch.
And then of course I added some bass just to kind of give it some fatness to the track here. And I'm using the Omnisphere bass with some EQ on there. And this is what it sounds like as the track builds up here.
Shake, shake, come on, drop, drop.
Oh yes, bitch.
Shake, shake, come on, drop, drop.
Oh yes, bitch. Oh yes, bitch.
So I hope you enjoyed the beat breakdown. I hope you found some value. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the bell notifications. It's your boy Young Fizz, aka Mr. Dope Status, and we will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. We out.